Kara.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Today I just want to ask you about your career. I know you went to Remington. What'd you go to Remington for?
I majored in medical insurance and code
What made you decide to go into that field?
because I couldn't be a nurse. I couldn't do with the blood, so just decided with insurance. A little bit easier.
You like it so far?
I love it.
And
I absolutely love it.
and where are you at now?
I work for an insurance processing company out of Daphne that processes medical bills for people in car accidents. I actually work on the customer service here, so I get to talk to a lot of people and doctors and nurses, and it's just it's a good learning and growing experience as far as being able to take what I learned and go with it, and like every day I learn something new.
That's awesome. So, where would you be in your job without technology?
Oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine doing my job without it. Um, I spend 8 hours a day on a telephone, 8 hours a day on a computer. Um, Everything we do is scanned into the system. It's put in by computers. It'd be a lot harder if it was still, I guess you could say, old school paper. um, Probably have a lot of paper cuts by the end of the day.
um, so I know you have worked at the Y
Yes.
for a summer. How did you feel about working with the kids?
Kids, there are never a dull moment, ever. Um, it was definitely an adventure every day when you get there. There's always something new, and you can never predict them. It's amazing how one child can be so energetic all the time. And not even nothing from the minute you get there to the minute you leave. But I enjoyed it a lot working with them.
Um, with the children, how do you feel? What are your views on technology in the classroom?
I think that it's a technology is such a big part of life, whether you're a kid or an adult. Everybody uses it. It's in everybody's life almost. Every household nowadays probably has a computer, probably has a TV, satellite. Um, I don't think classrooms and learning would be what it is without it. Um, I know I actually have a little brother who um, he's all boy, and it's amazing when he comes home from school and he's so excited to tell me what he did, and he talks about the movies that he watches. I know technology wasn't that big when I was in elementary school. The idea of technology was getting to watch the Magic School Bus, and I think it's a good way for kids to interact with the lesson and not just sit there. I think it's a very good thing to have in the classroom.
And what about podcasting? Are you for, against,
For what now?
podcasting?
Oh, podcasting. I think I wish, like, going through all the medical background that I went through, I really wish I could have found podcasting a lot sooner than what I did. Um, Learning all the bones of the body and the way that the heart works. Um, it would have definitely been a good thing to be able to listen and pull up a lesson that, you know, you were there for, but if you didn't get it, everybody learns at a different speed. So I think it would have been a good thing to have. Um, I don't think that people should use it in every lesson because I think that that's a little bit too much technology all at once. But I'm for it for the most part.
So, for podcasting, huh?
Yeah, most definitely. I think the big thing with technology though, like in a classroom, everything that I do is electronic. And my biggest thing is math. I don't think that someone should teach a child or even a grown up to rely on a calculator or a computer or a spreadsheet to put everything in order and add up everything for them. I think that, you know, you're going to be in, and I know that most cell phones have a calculator, but I think that there's still some things that technology should be introduced into as much as it is, and I definitely think that math's a big problem.
I
Most
agree.
definitely on math.
Yes. You have to know how to do the arithmetic in case the computer breaks or you can't find a calculator. I
I know,
agree.
but it's pretty hard when your calculator doesn't want to work and all you've got a pen and paper, and you're like, oh, we're going old school with this. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
definitely.
how to do it.
The kids wouldn't know what to do these days.
No, not at all.
At Remington, did y'all use much technology in those classrooms?
Yes. My professors and you know they slideshows were their thing. Everything was based through a slideshow, and it was the good thing about it. And I wouldn't consider that a podcast, but they would actually email us copies of the slideshow after we went through the lesson, and that ended up being so useful. Because when you get to slide 30, and you be like, okay, I got the first 30, but these 10 in between, I don't get it. So the great thing about that is being able to come home and read over it and figure out like which slide you didn't get, and then like go back the next day and ask them like, okay, well slide 32, not really grasping that concept. Let me go over that one more time. Technology was a huge thing. They did do the data entry and keying strokes. Remington would not be the same without technology at all.
Well, most of medical coding, most of it is on the computer anyway, right?
Yes. Um, every every doctor, every hospital, every clinic, every urgent care center, um, any office that you go in the medical field is gonna probably have at least one computer. Um, a lot of a lot of doctors' offices and hospitals they don't do paper anymore. They do everything electronically. I know like when you go to a hospital, they will not make a copy of your cards anymore. They actually use the like little thin scanners, like they'll scan the stuff through, and it's already on the computer. They don't make copies of anything, which is very good for the trees. I mean, everybody loves trees, so it's a good thing that everything's not paper form anymore.
Yes, most definitely. Well, Kara, I want to thank you for letting me perform an interview on you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could be of assistance.
And um, once again, I just want to thank you for Skyping. You have a great day.
You too. Bye.